Welcome back to the channel, guys. I have 2K18 roster prediction. The complete roster. I went on WWE.com and spent the last about an hour going through and looking at people and guessing who's going to be on the game, guessing who's not going to be on the game, and guessing who's sort of been announced, who has actually been announced, and who has not been announced, but will be, and who they sort of hinted at, who they basically announced, but without saying that they're on the game, stuff. So I went through a lot of things to basically get to the point where I'm at now. But first, we're going to cover the women. We got Alexa Bliss, Alicia Fox, Bayley, Becky Lynch, Brie Bella, Carmella, Charlotte, Dana Brooke, Emma, Lana, playable and manager probably, Mickie James, Naomi, Natalya, Nia Jax, Nikki Bella, Sasha Banks, Summer Rae, Stephanie McMahon, playable and manager, Tamina, Lita, Alundra Blaze, Trish Stratus, Asuka, Billie Kay, Nikki Cross, Ember Moon, Liv Morgan, Peyton Royce, and Ruby Riott. There's a lot of NXT women right there, but I think they're going to add a lot of those NXT women to the game. I'm going to see a lot of them because, they say it's going to be the biggest roster ever, and it's going to be close to 200 superstars. I don't know how many I got here. I'll put in the description. Because I'll count it and then I'll put it in the description after I'm done making the video. I'll put in the description how many I have total. I don't know if it's going to be close to 200 or, counting DLC, it might be. I don't know. Anyways, next, superstars. Aiden English, AJ Styles, Apollo Crews, Baron Corbin, Big Show, Bo Dallas, Bobby Roode, Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt, Brian Kendrick, Brock Lesnar, Chris Jericho, Kurt Hawkins, Curtis Axel, Daniel Bryan, Darren Young, Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler, Eric Rowan, Finn Balor, Goldust, James Ellsworth, JBL, Jinder Mahal, John Cena, Kalisto, Kane, Kevin Owens, Luke Harper, Mark Henry, Neville, R-Truth, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, Rusev, Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe, Seth Rollins, Shane McMahon, Shinsuke Nakamura, Sin Cara, The Miz, Titus O'Neil, Triple H, Ty Dillinger, TJ Perkins, Andre the Giant, Ted DiBiase, Goldberg, Ricky Steamboat, Ric Flair, Rick Martel, Razor Ramon, HBK, also known as Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Big Boss Man, Jake the Snake Roberts, Big John Studd, Booker T, Bret Hart, DDP, Dusty Rhodes, Eddie Guerrero, Edge, Greg the Hammer Valentine, Jim Duggan, which might be a surprise. That he probably will be in the game. That's why I put him in here. Mick Foley, Mr. Perfect, not Razor Ramon, Randy Savage, Rick Rude, Rikishi, Roddy Piper, Sergeant Slaughter, Sting, Stone Cold, Godfather, Ultimate Warrior, Mr. McMahon, and Yokozuna. Now for the tag teams. We got the Enforcers. It's their first tag team. The second tag team, this is going to be a disappointment to some people, but Endzone Cast. Endzone Cast will probably be a tag team on the 2K18 game. 2K19 will probably have them separated, but 2K18 they will more than likely be a tag team still in that game. Anderson Gallows, American Alpha, the Von Erichs, Fabulous Freebirds, the Usos, Breezango, the New Day, the Ascension, the Hype Bros, Blake and Murphy, DIY, the Revival, Cesaro and Sheamus, and Slater and Rhino. Now for the managers. Paul Heyman, Lana, I talked about her being playable earlier. Mr. Man, Mr. Fuji for Yokozuna, and Stephanie McMahon. Talked about her being playable and manager earlier. Now, DLC, there can go a lot of different ways with DLC, but this, I know at least two, well, three, I guess, 3 packs that we'll get that are possible. 2 that I know that we will get, but 3 that are possible. 2 of them I know, 1 of them, this first pack, I don't know, if we're going to get it or not, which is the 205 Live pack, and I included in my roster prediction for the full roster or on game, on disc roster, I included TJ Perkins, Brian Kendrick, and Neville from the Cruiserweights, but there's going to be more in the DLC, and I think there's going to be 5 of them. I think there's going to be 5 of them. I don't know why I didn't put him in here. Yeah. I think there's going to be 5 of them total. There might be only 4. Because they usually stick with 4-ish for the Superstar packs. But I think it's going to be 4. And I think it's going to be 5. It's going to be 5. And then there's another one that's going to be 3. So it's going to take away one. It's going to, instead of being 4 and 4, it's going to be 5 and 3. It's going to take one away from the other one. Anyways, it's kind of complicated how I worked it through in my brain. Anyways, the first pack, like I said, I don't know if we're going to get this one or not. It's a 205 Live pack. And it's going to include, I don't know if this is going to, this is my prediction, so this has not been revealed to be 100% correct or true. This is my predictions that we're going to get a 205 Live pack. It's going to feature Akira Tozawa, Jack Gallagher, Cedric Alexander, Noam Dar, and Rich Swann. That's going to be like a cruiserweight pack thing that we're going to get for DLC. So we're going to get more cruiserweights than just Neville, TJP, and Brian Kendrick. Okay. The next pack is Future Stars pack, which I think we've been getting it for the past couple of years, so I think we're going to get it again. And it's going to have Drew McIntyre, Roderick Strong, and Elias Sampson. That is my prediction. It's going to have those 3 guys on the game, but they're going to be like DLC. They're going to be DLC later on in the Future Stars pack. The next thing is a Hall of Fame showcase. I think they're going to do it again. Which, with this whole Kurt Angle thing, with him being the pre-order, because he's going to be DLC technically, because it's going to be pre-order and then might come out as DLC later. I'm hearing that he might not come out as DLC later. It might be pre-order only. Period. But we're going to probably get another Hall of Fame showcase. So with Kurt Angle out of the picture, I don't think they're going to do the Rock and Roll Express like the Stan Hansen thing. I don't know why they didn't do Stan Hansen, but I see them not doing the Rock and Roll Express because they still wrestle. Even they were put in the Hall of Fame, they're freaking old as dirt, and they still wrestle. They were even at the Hardy Boys house for the Total Nonstop Deletion, the Tag Team Apocalypto thing. So I don't see the Rock and Roll Express. There's a tag team I forgot that I want to add. There's 2 tag teams that I want to add to my tag teams roster. Real quick, because I forgot about this. I just remembered it. I don't know the whole tag team with Rock and Roll Express probably reminded me. Or kind of reminded me. The Road Warriors and the Mean Street Posse are the 2 teams that I really would like to be in this game. Now, I don't think those teams are going to be on here, but I would really like those teams to be on here. So let me add it to my thing. The Road Warriors. And the Mean Street Posse. Okay, so let me go back to the DLC. I already did the 205 Live Cruiserweight stuff, and I did the Future Stars. The Hall of Fame will have DDP and Beth Phoenix. I already put DDP on the default roster on disc, but they're going to be like there's going to be like another version of DDP like we had for 2K17, where we had two different versions of them. There are going to be two different versions of DDP. There's going to be one that we're going to get the Hall of Fame showcase, and there's going to be one that's going to be on disc. Beth Phoenix, of course, because she's going to the Hall of Fame, we're going to have a Hall of Fame showcase thing. We're going to have one match. That's going to be her best match, or whatever. We're going to have like a promo thing with it. Or maybe we'll get two each. Maybe we'll get two Beth Phoenixes and two DDPs. I don't know. I don't know. But Kurt Angle's pre-order. Already talked about that. Now here's the final DLC. Now, this one's kind of complicated because I don't know if they're fully willing to put the final DLC that I think is going to be the Hardy Boys. The Hardy Boys are going to be on DLC. But I don't know if they're willing to just put the Hardy Boys on a DLC pack by themselves. As in just the tag team, just Matt and Jeff. By themselves on DLC. I don't see that happening. So maybe we get, if the Broken Hardys debut in WWE, maybe we get a Broken Hardys and Team Extreme Hardys in a pack. We get like the Broken Hardys, and then we get the Hardy Boys with the Z, Team Extreme, and we get Broken in a pack where we get all four. Maybe that will happen. I don't really think that 100% that will happen, but it could. If they debut the Broken gimmick here and by at least SummerSlam, maybe. I don't know. I really don't know because I want the Hardy Boys to be DLC, but from the looks of it, we'll probably get a Future Stars pack. I know that will probably be for certain. They'll probably continue with that because they've done it every year so far with from 15 up. So I see the Future Stars pack happening again. I see the Hall of Fame showcase stuff happening again. 205 Live will probably be a possibility. 205 Live pack, and then we're gonna leave the Hardys. You can't. I don't think, like I said, I don't think they'll be willing to just put the Hardy Boys in just pack by themselves. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with the Hardy Boys and the DLC. Who knows? Maybe 2K will pull a rabbit out of the hat and they will get the Hardy Boys on the regular roster. I don't think they will, but maybe they will. I think they'll be DLC. But yeah, that's my 2K18 roster predictions. It's a big roster, I think. Well, they say it's going to be the biggest ever this year. Which is pretty cool that they're going to continue with that. Because, from 16 was the biggest roster ever. 17 was the biggest roster ever. And now 18 will be the biggest roster ever. So they're just increasing the roster every year, which should happen in general because the people that usually came with DLC for, let's say 17 will probably be on 18's regular roster. But we'll have to wait and see what happens with the 2K18 roster. We'll have to see who makes it and see who doesn't, but that was my prediction. But we'll see what happens, man. With 2K18, I have high hopes for this game. I really do. I hope it's not as boring as 2K17 is. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.